Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Thursday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards for this reading today. I'm going to channel some messages about Ascension symptoms you just may be going through. So I'm going to connect with them through the Twin Flames Ascension Oracle. I've already got the cards here because they're already giving me the signs and the symptoms and what they mean. I'm going to channel this beautiful tarot deck. I think this is the Good Witch Tarot, or it's connected with witches anyway. It's a great deck. And I'm also going to bring in the Wings of Wisdom. And we're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey using these cards. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So let's shuffle around you first of all. So what's the energy coming in around you today? What's the energy coming in around you today? What's the energy around you? One card flew out the deck there. What's the energy that's coming in around them today? Flew out again. And the energy coming in around the journey here. Flew out. Wow, these cards are flying out today. This card's moving at the back as well, so I'm taking that one. Let's bring in some guidance for you today. Some guidance for you from the angels. What do we need to know? I've got one card here. I'm going to take that. What's the energy around them today? A message for them, an angel message for them. Again, we got one card coming out here. I think there's one card there. Is there two? 2 cards. I'm going to take them anyway. And the energy around the connection itself. There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to move these out and I'm going to start talking first of all about these Ascension symptoms because they're giving me these very clearly. I'm connecting with the stomach. Now, the stomach can affect various things to do with the digestive system. But the stomach is connected with fear. Any fear-based struggle that causes gripping pain. So when we have stomach issues, especially stomach cramps, it's because we're digesting information. And I really do feel that they are digesting information right now to make changes in their life. Changes that they may not like, but are necessary. These are karmic changes, karmic endings. It came up yesterday very clearly that there's going to be some big changes in their life, and that's creating big changes in your life because you are one. So they've got this need right now to release things from their life, to release fear and struggle in exchange for peace. And they may be going through stomach issues, stomach cramps, because the stomach is connected with fear. When we trust the gut instinct, and we believe in what we intuitively know and we go with the flow, that's a form of acceptance that settles the stomach. So if you're going through any form of stomach issues today, stomach cramps, stomach pain, breathe and affirm that you are safe. And this could also be causing excess gas, because when we have gas, and gas is really farting, we have a desire to create without the motivation or the courage to act on it. And this is what they're doing. They want to act on their belief system. They want to act on their truth. They want to reach out. They want to communicate. They want to do what they know they need to do. But they may be holding themselves back through fear, or even fear around not having enough time. They need to do it now. So if they are releasing gas and you're connecting with that, that's why. It can also be the fear of letting go. We hold things in when we're afraid of letting go because we're trying to control things. So when we trust the flow of life, everything regulates again, including the bowels. Remember, there is always a plan. So if you're dealing with any form of constipation, affirm there is always a plan. And it can go the other way. If you've got diarrhea, it's because you're releasing toxins and negative beliefs. When we have diarrhea, we are purging things out of our body and purging things out of our energy. So we purge away psychic attack and also feelings around abandonment, releasing fears of abandonment or the need to forgive because we're forgiving betrayal. So we really let go of what needs to go. So I feel that you may be experiencing any of these symptoms and they may all be coming and going. So maybe you're having bouts of constipation, then they give me fear, bouts of diarrhea as you work through your fears. Or maybe just having stomach pain or a little bit of excess gas. But whatever it is, have faith and know that this too shall pass. Now let's connect with your energy first of all. We've got the goose coming in for you. And it says higher goals, delegation, soul tribe. So there's a mission in your life right now because you have goals that are higher than your physical self, which means you've come here to be a leader of light, to be a leader, to delegate. And part of that is connecting with the right people to do so. So if you affirm, I am supported, I am empowered, it's going to make you remember who you are. It's going to help you to recognize and remember who you truly are. I am supported and empowered to attain my highest destiny for the greatest good of all. And it's saying the greatest, but it's the greatest, which means sometimes we go through great areas in our life. We may not understand why things happen. Sometimes things may not make sense. And that's because there's grey areas. Things are not always the way they seem. You know, people say things are either black or white, and there's always grey areas. There's always rainbows. There's always in between. So you are supported and empowered to move through those grey areas of your life, to reach your highest destiny, which is for the greatest good of all. And we've also got this energy coming through of nurture and also nature. When we go into nature, we feel nurtured. We nurture ourselves by connecting with nature, by breathing in the air. And you've got this powerful bear there. I'm seeing that as a bear, as a symbol of strength. Okay, you may see that as a dog or you may see that as a wolf. So it's whatever's reaching through to you. A wolf is about the telepathic connection, the intuition, trust in that. The dog is a sign of loyalty and power. But I'm seeing there as strength, being given strength to nurture yourself, to eat right, to take care of yourself properly. So remember what you're putting into your body and into your energy field and allowing into your aura matters. So the message from the goose is this: let go of relationships with people who are selfish or draining, and seek out respectful, loving connections with those who recognize your value and want to give as well as receive. Well, that's what we go through on this journey. We have to go into separation so that you can come together in the right energy, so you can give in a balanced way to each other, and also so you don't drain each other's energy. Give up hyper independence and learn to let yourself be helped, which means call on heaven. Understand that you have a heavenly support system that you can call on at any time. You don't have to try and do it all by yourself. This will benefit you and others, as trying to do everything on your own doesn't help anyone. Trust that your biggest and boldest visions can be accomplished. And that's the truth. When you pray, it is given. When you ask, it is given. Ask for divine assistance, keep your intentions clear and focused, and open your heart to receive all the support you need to fulfill your destiny for the greatest good. So when you ask, it is given, whether you're asking for help from heaven, or you're connecting with your soul tribe here, or you are connecting with others around you, when you ask, it is given. And other people may ask for your help too, in the block in my throat. Blocks in communication. You may be asking for a reading, or you may be watching this to get answers. And the answers are always there when you breathe and believe, and when you have faith. And remember, if you're going through stomach issues, it's connected with processing information. Now, the energy that's coming around your person today, there's two cards here. We've got grasshopper, because there is about to be a breakthrough, an advancement in their life, moving things forward to bring in good fortune. And progress is always better when it's effortless, when things are easier to do, when we let go. So what your person is saying to you is, my progress is going to be swift and effortless. It's going to come in when you least expect it. That's when they're going to break through those fears and communicate and advance in their life to move towards this good fortune. We've also got the ladybird, which is the opportunity right now to make this happen. So the ladybird is bringing in luck, blessings and safety. Affirmation: happiness arises from within my heart and sets me free. Now the happiness is within their heart when they're connecting with you. That sets them free. They can see a way out when they connect with you. You guide them out of their situation. So when you connect with them in a higher way through your own intuition and your own journey, from inspiring them through your own journey, the things you're doing, knowing that you are supported and empowered as you move into your highest destiny, they're able to move into their highest destiny. But they are very aware that happiness comes from within their heart, and that will set them free. This is what they need to do. You know, yesterday we spoke about how when they choose themselves, they'll choose you, and that's really what they're doing. They're going within to access that power, and that's bringing in a breakthrough. So they can affirm today, my progress is swift and effortless because happiness arises from within my heart and that sets me free. So they're going to be set free when they allow themselves to move into their truth. And the grasshopper is also showing you things are moving forward. And the ladybird is bringing in opportunities, blessings and power that luck is on your side. So let's see what the message is for the grasshopper. Big breakthroughs and unusually swift progress are predicted. So in other words, it's going to happen very, very quickly and swiftly. Be willing to dispense with ideas about how much time is required or how difficult your progress needs to be. So this means let go of limiting beliefs. Do not insist that things be difficult. And that's why it's so easy to affirm life is easy, life is effortless, everything flows smoothly in my life. Everything moves forward the right way. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. I'm rich in all things. When you're affirming these things, there's no effort there. Give yourself permission, and this is what they need to do. They need to give themselves permission to have an easier journey. And you may think they've got it easy, but they absolutely have not. They need to accept helping hands now, to trust in lucky breaks and other opportunities that support their success, to let go of anxiety or hesitation or procrastination, to allow themselves to set their own pace, which means don't try and force or rush it, to let their path and their voice be their own, which means don't try to make them communicate before they're ready, or don't try and make them open up before they're ready, because they'll do it at their own pace and their own way. It will suit you so much better than trying to follow another's path or pace. So this is really them doing things their own way. And the ladybird is giving them the opportunity to do that. So there's no need to fear. And remember, this is why they're experiencing stomach cramps and gas and everything else they're going through. Something you feared was going to happen will not take place. And this is very much about the fear of what happens if. What if? Okay, what if my children aren't taken care of? What if I make the wrong decision? What if I don't say the right thing? These are fears that run through their mind. What if I make a mistake? And the angel's saying to you, whenever you're worrying about it's not going to take place. It's a fear. It's a false experience appearing real. And that goes for you too. If you're worrying, thinking, what if they stay with a karmic partner? Or what if they never reach out to me? Whenever you're worrying or fearing, it will not take place. A challenge will reveal itself as a hidden blessing. You are free from trouble, and although you may not realize it now, you'll soon be entering into a more graceful, effortless, happy time in your life. The ladybird is an omen of better times and good luck ahead. Do not overwhelm yourself with expectations or difficulties or disasters, feelings of that. Let the past be the past. It's time for your heart to be happy and free. So they need to move out of that energy of self-sabotage and thinking everything's going to go wrong and start trusting it will go right. And that's what they're doing here. They are reflecting on this right now, ready for the good news, ready to make a decision, ready to make changes, ready to break, anything that needs to be broken. And that could also be breaking certain vows they've made, making changes, cutting cords out, shifting things around. They are gaining the wisdom right now to make big changes. And the Four of Athames is the reflection to do that, the big shifts and changes that are coming into their life. Big things occurring in their life, big shifts happening right now. Things moving forward the right way. And I'm definitely feeling, the energy. I'm just checking when the full moon is because I've really got this energy of the full moon coming in. It's not yet, it's coming in on the 21st, but I'm really feeling that something is shifting with this full moon as well. It's like they're gaining all the wisdom now and they're reflecting on everything they need now to put this plan into place. So I do feel there's going to be some big karmic endings coming in around this full moon or some big decisions, which is really powerful. Now, the energy of the journey itself, the connection between you, we've got the swan, which is very much about the divine feminine energy, but it's also about going with the flow. Allowing things to happen gracefully, allowing things to fall into place, to be at one with beauty, light and grace, to be in the flow of life. Everything is happening for a reason. This is connected with spiritual growth, the higher path, even feistiness. It's knowing your truth, especially if there's conflict going on. or there's people trying to get in your head. And I love that we've got ants in this card. Okay, I'm seeing the ants here because the ants are a great sign of working together instead of fighting against the journey or fighting against each other or fighting against things, which is a bit like rowing the wrong way or trying to walk backwards when you need to move forwards. It's about allowing the flow to happen. And you always have the power of connection in the 5D, no matter what. So when you connect in the 5D, you work together, you bring in that power. And that's what I'm seeing here, they're working together, you know. She's not hiding this music notebook from him. She's showing him the notes so he can carry on with the flow of the rhythm of what they're doing, the orchestra. So sharing the book instead of hiding the book. So this is very much about being open and aware, and you've come here to share your knowledge with the world, to not hide it from anyone, but to share it with everyone. To share the way you overcome challenges, the way you rise above drama, to not get involved in conflict or unnecessary worry, to take back power. And that's also how they are going to feel rich in all things with you, because when they open that cup of communication, and that's really what the bee is symbolizing there, when they are able to communicate, they're going to feel rich in all ways and fulfilled and content. They're not going to need to overeat or drink alcohol or try and fill up that void with other things, because they may have all the food there in the world, but without you, it's tasteless. It's tasteless. And that's really what I'm connecting with. What I'm also feeling here is, as well as a lot of them may have put weight on in some way, and they may be losing that weight now, or they may be getting back to their true essence of who they are, because if they're in the wrong relationship or they're not feeling good, they may overeat to compensate for what they're wanting to be there, which is true love and true satisfaction and true health. So I feel once they start opening up to you and really giving to you and allowing that miracle to come in, all that excess weight will fall off. They'll start feeling confident again and stronger within themselves. And I've also got an energy coming through here around Thanksgiving. So if those of you celebrate Thanksgiving, I feel you're possibly going to be celebrating it together. Or there's going to be big communication or big shifts coming in around them. And obviously it's a while away and it's not till November, but I am feeling big changes coming in between now and then. So the swan says you are a beautiful divine being and you have great light within your heart. And that's true. It doesn't matter whether you are the feminine or the masculine or you're not using a label. You are divine and so are they. You have light within your heart and so do they. So you've got to start trusting them more and believing in them more too, to do what's right. But protect what matters to you. Do not be afraid. Protect what matters to you. That means God is protecting you because you matter to him. Do not be afraid of bullies because you are far more powerful than they can ever be. So if anyone's trying to bully you or, annoy you in some way, trigger you, remember how powerful you are. Your light is the power. Walk the beauty way, where you acknowledge the beauty in you and the natural world around you. In other words, don't rise to drama or anything that's trying to cause problems. Be the person that shares this book, not the one that hides it away for selfish reasons. This is you being open and loving no matter what's going on. And what I'm connecting with here is these are sharing this book and they are in shock, saying, look what's happening here, because they haven't got a book there. So this is about you holding the cards here. You're in control more than you think. When you walk the beauty way, you notice beauty everywhere in the natural world around you, and that strengthens your heart and it brings you peace of mind. And that's another reason why you're being guided to go into nature, because when you go in nature, and they will be guided to do this too, but when you go out into nature, you feel blessed, you feel powerful because you remember your connection with Source. So if you're thinking or feeling something negative, reframe it from the perspective of your higher self. In other words, if you're thinking a negative thought, change it into a positive one. Look for the blessing within the situation. Remember, there's a reason for everything. Consider how a situation can serve your spiritual growth. So instead of blaming the situation or the person, think, right, what am I learning from this? Observe it in a higher way. What is this teaching me? Because you also are going through a transformation. And it's a process. They are going through a big transformation, and so are you. So trust in what you are becoming and trust in what they are becoming. Call on your angels, higher beings, spiritual masters, ascended masters. because they can protect and guide you and help you with your spiritual development. So I'm also feeling Archangel Raziel giving you the power to connect with your psychic self, to decipher number sequences and angel signs and anything that's coming to you through your higher self. So you don't have to ask anyone, what does this number mean, or what is this trying to show me, because you will intuitively know. So your intuition is getting stronger and stronger, and it's getting more powerful. So have faith. The swan is that symbol of your beauty, light and grace. The ladybird is the symbol of the opportunities that are heading your way. The grasshopper is a great sign of change and movement, and the goose is reminding you that there is always a plan and a reason. And I'm definitely feeling big shifts and changes coming in around this full moon, and that's what they are reflecting on. So if you are having any issues with the stomach today, breathe through it and know that you are safe, and this too shall pass. And it's likely that if you're constipated, it's going to pass through your system, could even come out as diarrhea, but you're releasing gas to release the pain. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.